I want to share with you one story about my failings with a recent situation at work. And that situation was this. I got offered a promotion into management. I took a couple of weeks to think about if I should do this for myself, if the financial benefit will outweigh the mental and physical cost, and if I could actually offer benefit to my work colleagues and the company. When I came back with my answer, I also stated that I know myself, that I know I will throw myself into this position, and we were in a minor crisis at that particular time. So the amount of work that needed to be done by me was necessary in the end. I probably should have gone on to medication at this point. In hindsight, looking back, I should have seen that I was putting all my structure and all my efforts and all my self-awareness purely into my work, which was of great benefit. And the downside was, although I was an effective manager, I was not a friendly manager. There were some minor conflicts, but like I said, the company was in a minor crisis. But that all could have been avoided. And I mean, I come from a background of being a chef for 14 years, so we all know what chefs are like. But that all could have been avoided. And I think it would have been very beneficial for me if I, in taking on this position, said to myself, okay, we're doing a minimum 3 months back onto medication whilst we go into this new role, find our footing, reduce our conflicts, have more focus, and be able to sleep. Because that was a big problem at the time. Once I took on more responsibility, my sleeping dramatically decreased. Dramatically. Once what was required of my position was fulfilled, there was a minor dispute, is too strong a word, between bonuses that were promised and pay raise that were expected. And this was again a time where I should have gone on to medication again. Because in hindsight now, remember this is in hindsight, at the time I could not see this. I had thrown so much into work, I had become so dependent on work that I had built up a codependent relationship with work. And when the expectations that were perceived to be were not met, it felt like a betrayal. And it really, I can see similarities between being codependent on work and being codependent in a relationship. And this really messed with my head, really messed with my thinking pattern, really messed with my productivity and my life stability in general. Granted, at the time, I just recently got out of hospital again for physical issues, which I should have seen as adding stress to my life and should have gone back onto medication. Luckily, I had accumulated around 300 hours of overtime and still had holidays, so I just was able to take some time off until the matter could be sorted by my managers. And now everyone is happy, everybody wins. I'm back to work, being productive, being a positive influence. I'm able to free up time for my managers so they can carry out the tasks needed to be, and I actually get along with my workmates a lot better now than I ever have. That's the positive. The negative is that whole process could have been done without any form of conflict or without any need for me to leave, or without any reason, just by me going on to medication. I would have not had sleepless nights. I could have processed my emotions. My other dealings in my life would have been much easier to manage, and I wouldn't have been so isolated. And I never would have created work into this codependent relationship. The beauty of hindsight, huh? So I hope that helps people out there with their decisions, and I hope that motivates anyone with any mental illness to try to get back into the workforce. It is of unbelievable benefit. The structure that it brings to your day is, or to your life, is just as good as any medication. It's over. Aww.